Swimming pool shapes, so simple and obvious, right? A rectangle's a rectangle, an oval's an oval. But just in case those are the only two shapes that you do know, today I'm breaking down the most common pool shapes, their alternate names, and why some pool designs work better for some spaces than for others. So whether you're admiring a seller's pool on a listing appointment, or whether you're working with buyers looking at homes with pools, we need to make sure you know more about the pool than your client does. So let's dive in. Let's start with the most common shape of all, the rectangular pool, seen in everything from Olympic pools all the way down to backyard designs. This has clean lines, it's a great choice for modern homes, and it maximizes swimming space. It's just simple, timeless, and efficient. Next, we have the L-shaped pool. This is a standard rectangle with an extra leg extending off to one side. This is a great design for separating the shallow and the deep end, and it's also great for creating a natural division between a play area and a serious lap swim area. It's also called a dogleg pool because it resembles a dogleg in golf. The lazy L, as the name suggests, is a more relaxed take on the L shape. So instead of the 90-degree angle, the lazy L has a softer, more gradual curve. This allows it to blend into landscaping better and offer a more natural feel compared to the more rigid angles of the strict L shape. Lap pools have a specific function, but they're also a very particular shape as well. These long, narrow pools are specifically designed for swimming laps. So if you're looking for purely exercise, a lap pool is the most practical option. They are also called fitness pools and exercise pools. Now let's get into some of the more decorative designs, starting with the Grecian pool. Now this is a rectangular base with all four corners cut off at an angle, giving it a classy and elegant look. Now this design actually dates back to Greek and Roman architecture, which is why it feels so grand. The Gothic pool is similar to the Grecian pool in that all four corners of the rectangular shape have been cut off, but rather than a straight line, it is more of a scooped out bevel similar to the Gothic architectural style. So this is quite a unique and edgy look. It's very distinctive and it works well with either a contemporary home or a more historic home and landscaping. Next up is the single Roman. Now this takes the same rectangular base, but on one end adds a semicircle. So this gives it a very formal, structured look, often used in very high-end homes and even resorts. Now the double Roman is obviously similar to the single Roman, except that end is on both ends of the pool. So you've got the rectangular base with the semicircle end on both ends. This gives it a symmetry, and it's often designed like this to emphasize fountains or decorative features at either end of the pool. The oval pool can either be egg-shaped or it has the rectangular base with both ends completely rounded off. This also maintains balance and symmetry, but with much softer edges than the very common rectangular that we see in swimming pool shapes. It's a very popular design for maximizing swimming space whilst also being decorative and classy. The kidney pool is named after its shape, since it looks like a kidney bean with one side having a slight inward curve. Now this works really well for natural landscaping, or you could even put a spa there that overflows into the pool. Another classic freeform shape is the figure 8 pool. Now this one, unlike the kidney pool, which only has one indentation, has two indentations right in the middle of the pool. Hence it looks like the figure 8. So this is great for separating the shallow and deep ends, or you could create two different kind of zones in the pool, one for relaxing and one for swimming. With this next pool shape, things get a little creative because with the Oasis pool, there is no strictly defined pool shape. Moreover, it is a freeform design intended to mimic a lagoon or a tropical retreat. So these pools often include rock features or waterfalls, irregular curves, basically designed to look like a natural body of water. The official freeform pool is called just that, the freeform. So it is the most flexible design, shaped however you want. This works well with backyards that have a very irregular shape. And just like the Oasis pool, it is designed to mimic a pond-like organic shape. The goal is fluidity with no sharp lines. And it's also called a lagoon pool or just a natural pool. The keyhole pool, again, sounds just like its name, which has a rounded circular section connected to a long, narrow portion. This is often used to combine pool functions, such as a shallow lounging area with a deeper swimming section. And finally, I would use the term geometric pool to describe a pool not in a defined shape, but just has angles and lines, just like the term freeform is used for a pool that's got kind of fluidity and curves. Geometric doesn't necessarily have to be a predefined shape. So there you have it, the most common pool shapes explained. If you're wondering about infinity pools and plunge pools, they are examples of specific pool functions, which I will cover in another video. So hopefully now you know your lazy L's from your Grecians. If this has been helpful, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.